How you doing, everyone? Just another Sunday here at the farm. Let me get some light. Hey, what's up, Pinky? You came on quick. How you doing? Oh, I bet it's really nice out right now, isn't it? Oh, this is breaking again. We just had more snow last night, and it's been raining for the past 48 hours straight almost. Got flood warnings. What happens when I go up there? That's better. I got to respond to about 200 comments. Oh. Yeah, there's a huge storm heading up to the East Coast, Northeast. Sick, did you get that flu? It's going around. Pardon my vape. 0 vape, no nicotine. Huh. Yeah, I quit smoking about a year and a half ago, but I still want to. I quit nicotine, I should say, but I still like to have a vape around and just kind of puff on it. I guess it's more of a ritualistic. What do they call that? Oral fixation. You're nicotine free? Oop. Sorry about that. I'm going over to take a look at comments. I know you got a bunch in there. Other than being sick, you all right otherwise? Cool, man. I've been working a ton. Been doing special effects on this TV show more and more, and wore me out Friday. I was outside all day for 14 straight hours. Ooh, ceviche, yum. Squid and shrimp, that's a great combo. Yum. I was just watching this guy Mark Weens yesterday. Hey Will, what's up, man? Mark Weens, he's this food blogger. He's actually good friends with my wife. They grew up together. and they were making a style ceviche that's kind of a drier ceviche. And let me see, it looked really good. Yeah, Mark Wiens is a good guy. My wife grew up with him in Africa. They were both mission kids. But I don't know if you know who Mexi Papa is. He's online too. So is Mark Wiens and Mexi Papa. Maybe you saw it already. That's right. They're in Guadalajara.
Wow. Oh, and it's, oh man. So the shrimp just fried. Very good. Fish. And then it's dry on.
Yeah, here
and
it
for
is.
their ceviche recipe here, it's a totally different style. They take that fish, which is kind of shredded, and they squeeze lime juice into it, and then they squeeze out the lime juice, so it just kind of cooks that fish, and then it's drier. Oh, what a recipe. You've never seen a ceviche like this.
It's almost like a fish salad.
Oh, carrots. Oh, this is a unique ceviche recipe, that's for sure. Cucumbers, tomatoes, onions, they're all in. Oh,
right on the tostada.
Fully topped.
Yum.
Loaded. Oh, and it's not over yet. Yes, avocado to make it better.
You get scared. Slice. I mean, well, the citrus will kill all that. You should be good there.
Wow. Gracias. My mouth is watering for that ceviche. Ooh. Oh, it's heavy.
That's Mexican Papa on the right. He's
Salud.
Awesome. I love his YouTube channel too. Yeah, well, that's why you gotta have extra tostadas. And a good tostada won't break.
Oh, good. Oh, that's so refreshing. Wow.
I love charros. Those are my favorite.
The crunch of the cucumber. The fish
Charros,
has this shreddy texture to it. You have to put your nose into it
style.
to get a bite.
Tostadas.
It's just this mountain, but it could be better. So they recommended this for the tostada, the black habanero. Ooh, well, it's actually green kind of in color too.
Negra habanera. Habanera negra.
And then some of the chili oil. Load it up with the chili oil.
Yeah, you should be. But I mean, one thing's for certain: acid kills bacteria.
That looks good.
So
this is beautiful.
You know, you can rely on the science to a certain point.
Oh yeah. Woo. Oh, that salsa. The habanero negra. The chili oil is incredible. Delicious. And one thing that I know is the balance of the.
Yeah, I am not a fan of oysters. I mean, I've had them. I prefer them when they're hot and they have like cheese and bacon in them. But yeah, raw oysters, I assume that's something you got to grow up eating. But yeah, that's the Guadalajara style of ceviche that I saw yesterday, and boy, it looks delicious. Yeah, oysters Rockefeller. Isn't that like little spinach and cheese and bacon? That's a pretty popular one. But yeah, raw oyster, even with like a little Tabasco and lemon, I'm still just like, no, it's just too snotty. My friend had a dog named Oysters. I thought that was a pretty funny name for a dog. It looks like a loogie, but even worse, it tastes like a loogie. Yeah, and that's another thing too is clams. I'm not Not a fan. I feel like if anything out of a shell, I don't know. I just didn't grow up around it enough. Too much of an inlander. Whoa, what just happened? Mussels and tomato sauce? Yeah, I've heard when they're made right, they're amazing. And then there's also just different types of mussels. Clams, mussels, oysters. It's all an interesting world to live in. A coastal world. You know, growing up in the Midwest, we just didn't have access to what we had access to was like river fish, like whitefish and perch and stuff like that. Really delicate, tender whitefish with trout, sturgeon, stuff like that. Razor clams I've had and I like. You know, I don't know how they slip in. Catfish. Yeah, catfish is good. I like some good catfish. What's the wildest seafood you've ever eaten, Pinky? Like the most exotic? Yeah, I think I'm at the point where I just can't respond to every comment. There's just so freaking many of them. Do you think it's a bad idea to not respond to every comment and just love and heart it, like it? Or should I mean, some of them are really like this one. I can't have my own cat, so it is really nice to watch and listen to your happy cat enjoy the snacks. Thanks. Like that's like almost heart-wrenching. Fish head, yeah, okay. I mean, I every one of them is I'm always just like throughout the day, I'll see them come on my email account, and it's just like I love every one of them. You know, every now and then there's a little hater, but God, I haven't seen actually a weird hater, and it's usually just people like freaking out about the microphone on Lexi's neck, like, and they think it weighs 12 pounds when in reality Lexi doesn't even notice it. Sometimes I just put thanks for watching. If it's someone I recognize a lot, usually I'll just, give some love. Yeah, raw crab. I feel like crab needs to be cooked a little bit. What about like that crab that they'll just fry the whole thing and you just eat the whole thing? What is that? Stone crab? Like here's one from you, Pinky, 15 hours ago. I'm stressing, but it's okay because Lexi Cat is getting rushed. I'm gonna LOL ya. Honestly, it's the people I see on the chat when I do these the most that I want to respond to. Just because I feel like we sort of have personal relationships at this point. Like Jane Kirby, she's a lady from Canada that hopped on the last one. Yeah, I mean, how do you get raw crab out of the shell? I don't think lobster's all that great. I think by the time you go through the effort of it, it's not worth it. It's just this, I don't know. I've just been let down by lobster too many times, but king crab always seems to frickin' hit my note. The raw meat gets squeezed out. Oof. Yeah, it's like I guess someday you got to find like maybe like really spend like $150 on some 10-pound lobster. I bet that's got to be good, I guess. But yeah, it's and the other thing that kind of bothers me is like things like what people put lobster and stuff where it just doesn't belong, like lobster mac and cheese. That is that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. It's like, "Oh, lobster mac and cheese." It's like I can barely taste the lobster and it's barely even there. Yeah, you can't taste it. I even question like using too much lemon in lobster and crab. You talking about like a New Orleans type of boil? Like a Cajun boil? Yeah. Yeah, I've done that. I've done that a couple times too, and I feel like that's something you gotta, like, go over to someone's house and do. It can't really go to like, I mean, like, I guess if you're in the bayou or down in those parts, you can go into a restaurant and get that done right, but, you know, I I I feel like, I don't wanna go looking for it unless I'm literally in, like, Louisiana or down in the Panhandle. Red Lobster. Yeah, I mean, I remember, like, I went to, like, Joe's Crab Shack once, and I couldn't believe how freaking gross it was. We've got a few places on that, like, there is one place that sounds funny, it's just called, like, Big Juicy Seafood, and I almost wanna go there just because of the name. I haven't watched SpongeBob in years, but yeah, I watched it a bit when it was out. Yeah, Big Juicy Sea. I wonder, is that wait, is that a SpongeBob reference? Big Juicy Seafood? Yeah, except there's like, is it West Coast lobsters don't have claws? Which aren't there lobsters that don't have claws? Gosh, getting a lot of Canadians watching these days. Mr. Krabs. Oh, that's cool. Those little crabs you watch. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, SpongeBob was a good show. I'm still like, didn't Ween do their theme song? Or maybe not. Maybe Ween did some song for 'em. I thought Ween did a song for them. Gosh, I'm only 2 days back in comments. Pinky, I think you're right. I think I just need to like and love these. I'm just not good enough at responding to them regularly, but it's supposed to help engagement and all this other stuff, and but man, so many people give love to this channel. I just feel like they at least deserve a hey. Oh, kidnapping the crab, those local crabs you got? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they're endangered, if they have to, like, cross roads and stuff. Will, what's been going on in your life, man? You've been pretty quiet in there. Someone's bothered that that horse is all alone. The doggos, well, they are it's we've had so much rain that the farm's pretty much, like, flooded in a lot of spots. A lot of the underground streams are now above ground, and it got really cold last night. We even had a little bit of snow, so we went out for a walk earlier, and, they were walking in some cold water, and they, they got pretty hyper out there. But as you can imagine, they are. There's little Murray and Mama and Stacy on the couch. Or I'm sorry, Bernie. I've got a little wolf down here at my feet, like always. And then see if I can move this chair. Oop. There's Murray right there in his floof. Hey Dave C, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. I was just showing off the animals and responding to nice comments, and I was going to edit out a video for tomorrow and just chat with people for a little while. How's life where you're at? Thanks, Dave. Yeah, we've got just a little tail of that snowstorm last night. Got about a dusting of snow, but leading up to that, we had 2 days of straight rain. So yeah, watch out. It's coming, man. Granny Paula, morning. How are you? Welcome to the chat. Wow. And Dave, if you don't mind, which city are you in? I'm sorry if we've asked you that in the past or not. It's always nice to get a sense of where everyone, at least what part of the country or what part of the world everyone's in, because honestly, it's pretty cool, the answers I get. Ottawa, sweet. Love Ottawa. I was there once for a regatta in my college years. Hey, sorry about all the tariffs and the bullshit with our president. hopefully, hopefully you guys take open enrollment soon. Yeah, I've been all over Canada. I loved it up there, but it was God 25 years ago at this point. I haven't been up there. Kenora, Saskatoon, Regina, Sault Ste. Marie, Ottawa, of course, Winnipeg. That Bluegrass Festival in Winnipeg is no joke. Biggest Bluegrass Festival in the world, I think, is in Winnipeg. It was primarily for rowing. We were in this northwestern regional something, and so we had a few like northern northern U.S. cities, and then a lot of Canadian cities. So we had like Duluth and Minneapolis, and I think that was it. And then the rest were all Canadian. So we always were going up to Canada. I haven't been everywhere, Granny. I just got around Canada a bit, and I've been to a couple places in Mexico. That's really it. And I've been all over the U.S. too. That's for sure. U.S. is an amazing, big, diverse place. Canada is a great lesson in just space. And what I mean by space is there's just so much there. Such a big place. I mean, you will drive for 15 hours and see nothing but like trees. And all of a sudden you'll just see like a house, or like one house off the road, and you're just like, what does that person do? And boy, the northern lights in Canada are amazing, especially around the Hudson Bay area. It's literally like lightning. It's distracting at night, even driving. You want to be cold, Pinky? Boy, I guess I understand the sentiment, but I don't feel it. I want to be warm enough that my feet aren't cold. The farm's pretty good right now. It's very wet. We had 24 to 48 hours of nonstop rain. Came in Friday at midnight, right when I was wrapping on set. And I was out all day Friday doing special effects for a TV show. And then right when we started to wrap, it started to rain, and then it just didn't stop. And so I got a lot of the underground streams are now all above ground. It's like a whole different layout out here now. And we got a little bit of snow this morning too. And there's a hell of a snowstorm heading up into the Northeast right now. Yeah, it shuts it down until we have, Dave, we've got the Midwest ethic, which is just, yeah, the hell you're not going to school. It'll be 30, 40 below out, and they'll bundle you up and kick your ass out the door right after they've made you shovel the front walk. I've come from a lifetime of just people not worrying about snow. I mean, 10 inches of snow, everyone's still going to work, and at least that's the way it was in the Twin Cities. Cyber school sounds like that would have been great. There were plenty of times we were all just going to school and getting each other sick. Wow, there's a lot of new comments from people I've never seen before. That's cool. God, I'm still only 2 days in on these. Yeah, exactly. Dave knows what I'm talking about. I'm sure it's even crazier in Ottawa. And then the weird thing was in the US, the Midwest ethic, there was the implication that we were tougher and stronger than everyone else too, which I just think is garbage. Rain in Florida. Yeah, I mean, anything that drastically changes your environment is gonna stink. There's no way around it. It's just, it's like in LA, when it finally does rain, all of a sudden the roads are slick because all the leaking oil comes up on the road. All of a sudden it's like ice everywhere. So it's just like, of course it's gonna stink. Someone just commented here, Virgil Vincent, perfect rectangle shape, talking about Lexi with her big floofy winter coat. I'll tell you one thing though, cold weather just makes me eat like a pig, and I've just had to accept it. I for some reason need to eat twice as much as I normally eat. Oh wow, someone commented here in Russian. Soup weather? Oh, I get you. Wow, someone just commented in Russian, kitty showers. What do you think that means? Kitty showers. I'm just going to write back, thank you. Or thanks for watching, which sounds like this. Okay. That's thanks for watching in Russian. Yeah, it's that, it's been that way from the beginning, where it's a lot of interesting people from all over the world checking it out. If there's one thing universal on this planet, it's people loving dogs and cats. Do you know Russian? Did that sound all messed up? Yeah, I wanted to correct. Well, initially, do you guys all know Russian? Is that why you're calling me out? Because she commented kitty showers, and then Google Translate wanted to change it into cat pillow. And I think it was Lexi just sitting on my bed purring. I'll tell you one thing. We just got a new mattress probably about a month ago, and I wake up every day feeling like I got punched in the back, and I hate it. I do a general thanks for watching. I just don't want to seem like I'm phoning it in. Like I try to, because there's comments that are just like cat smiley faces and stuff like that. But then there's people who are literally doing like borderline heartbreaking comments, and I don't want to objectify them in any way. We'll see. I've still got to go get her out and see if she even wants to go out today. Yesterday we went out for a little bit, but I just took her right into the greenhouse. The other thing too is if I don't recognize the commenter, I try to like help them feel like I want to welcome them in and realize like I'm an accessible human being. One of the most calming sounds in the world is a cat purring. I mean, that's a lovely comment, you know. Yeah, I'm not trying to make this about me, but I definitely don't want to seem unaccessible. And I'm honestly at the point too where I really enjoy some people's screen names. Some of them are just freaking hilarious. Like this one right here is Zyras the Healer. It's almost just like everyone does love her motor. Here, I should probably blast this out a little bit so it's more readable, shouldn't I? See, like Dave C, he's a regular commenter. I can get away with just giving him loves. Nancy Rody's a regular commenter. Pinky's like the #1 commenter, and I always can just give her an up and love. Golf Bugs comments like 3 times a day. Paul Dack, big time. Scott Cooley, this guy, whoever that is, that's new. Give him a thanks for watching. Jane Kirby was our Canadian friend from Toronto last time I did the live stream. Like, are you guys getting Pinky, are you getting notifications that I loved and gave hearts to your comments, or do they just not happen? Do you not see those? Because I don't see stuff when I give comments and stuff. RPG names. Granny, don't worry about it. There's one thing I'm not going to do is take this seriously. The only thing I'm taking seriously is the frequency that I put these out. I do my darndest because I'm been going back on set lately. I don't know if you caught that. I've been doing special effects for a TV show, and I've been helping out with them a little bit. So it's been a little shocking to my system. I'm not used to standing 14 hours a day. And boy, I just don't miss doing that crap. Pinky lives online. Like Pinky, here's a really nice comment from Pinky. Those purrs never disappoint. I'm off to dreamland. Girl, I love that. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Still envious of living on that farm with animals. I hope one day you do. I'm still amazed that I live on a farm with animals. Here's a Granny Paula from 6 days ago. Best pack of partying dogs on YouTube, donkeys. Hey, don't forget us. We VIP. Ooh, I can hear the gusts of wind here. Dave. I actually hear you right here. Love a good adventure featuring Lexi. Thanks, Dave. And Heike, he loves commenting. He'll, like on Thursday, he'll comment happy weekend. It always gives me a giggle. Woozy, regular. Heike. I have 2 Heikes that are very... Oh, wow. Another one in a different language. I assume that's Spanish. Metapena? There's no pena there. Meditation. In Basque. That's Basque. Whoa. Yeah. I have two hikes though. There's Heike Rimes and then there's another Heike. They both comment all the time. And for a while I mixed them up where I thought they knew each other. The same person, there's two Heikes. They're totally different login names though. Meda Pena. Fascinating. Basque. Wow. Esqueric Asco. Is that even Spanish? That can't be Spanish. I mean, that's like a whole different language. Basque, I think, is Spain, right? Where's the Basque region? Basque country. Spain. It's like it looks like it borders France. It's northern Spain and it borders France. So that would make sense why the language is just zonked when it comes to like even looking like Spanish. Is it actually France? According to this, it's Basque countries in Spain. Basque Country, Euskadi, is an autonomous community in northern Spain with strong cultural traditions, a celebrated cuisine, and distinct language that predates the Romance languages. The vibrant riverside city of Bilbao is a hub of architecture and design where gritty factories and shipyards give way to cutting-edge landmarks such as the titanium-clad Guggenheim Museum. Sounds like a really intense place. I bet the food there is insane. It has got to be the craziest food. I bet it's so dang good. And wow, it doesn't look very big either. It's like maybe 50 miles by 50 miles. Yeah, I mean, and literally your neighbor is France. And it's in an area where the Pyrenees aren't really cutting it off either. Bilbao from cooking shows. Wow, Basque Country. Basque region. I guess it's a region, but if it's autonomous, I guess it's still part of Spain. It looks like a lot of seafood. Basque cuisine. Wow. I got to tell you though, the language, I mean, I've really been jamming my Spanish and the language is almost, I can barely identify it. Look up Basque cheesecake. Okay, you got it. Oh wow, it's like burnt. They burn it on the top a little bit to give it some extra flavor, huh? A mousse-like creamy vanilla texture, gorgeous golden burnt surface. The flavor reminds me of cream caramel. Dude, that cheesecake looks bomb. I grew up hating cheesecake because my mom just made horrible gritty cheesecake, and then finally someone gave me a piece of real cheesecake, and I couldn't believe it. I felt like I was just cheated my whole life. Wow. Looks like this genius over on Instagram did like a little cake on the bottom. A brownie Basque cheesecake. Wow. Cindy XCS, you are a genius. Building in a little chocolate in there. Oh, here's the King Arthur. Tarta. Tarta de queso. Yeah, this ain't flan. This is cheesecake for sure. Whoa, the ingredients are like nothing. 3 8-ounce packages of cream cheese, 1.5 cups sugar, 1.5 teaspoon salt, 5 large eggs, heavy cream. Isn't there a crust? There's no crust. I guess yeah, it's got a flan vibe. But that's the other weird thing. There's no crust on this cake. Fascinating. I'm always used to cheesecakes having a crust. But look at that. Yeah, there's no crust anywhere on it. Wow. That's I could yeah, I could definitely see a more of a flan vibe coming from it. I mean, other than the fact they're not covering it in caramel, which, isn't gonna hurt anything if they do. Wow. I've been watching these somehow my algorithm off into uh got me off into sh- um East Tennessee food reviewers, even though I'm nowhere near East Tennessee, and it is just this cavalcade of just really fascinating people. And like it's even started where I'm getting recommended like people in Georgia who are, and it's just it's just regular people and just amazing. And one of them's just like this goofy like older couple, and they almost seem like they're crazy. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like it's like visiting someone's goofy's parents. And you need the part. Yeah, I constantly bake with parchment paper. I did I can actually show it off if you want. I did recently. I baked last night a dessert stromboli. I did a blueberry stromboli with burnt sugar on top of it. That turned out really well. Yeah, we talk a lot about food on this channel. Hey, you wanted me to show? I'm pretty proud of it. Show and tell. Like the whole vibe of it just looks good. Here, I'm gonna stop sharing. Go full screen if I can. All right. And we did the burnt sugar on top, so it's kind of like a little creme brulee deal. Fresh blueberries. Look at the bottom. Here's an end piece. Wow, that's just blasting. Let me soften the light if I can. I mean, this was easy too, way easier than a coffee cake. Yeah, if you don't enjoy food, then I feel bad for you. Like I had a friend who just like her TMJ got really messed up, would really mess up food for her. And I always just kind of felt bad for her because she couldn't handle citrus of any kind, and just be like, nothing spicy, nothing citrusy, even salt messed with her. It all the things that she could not touch just bummed me out. I felt really bad for her. Yeah, fresh blueberries always will bring things to epic levels, and that's why I made it, because I bought some blueberries. There's great deals on blueberries where I was at, and the bin was needed. Someone needed to do something with them, and I was making some flatbread, and I used half the dough for a dessert stromboli. So I just decided that should be a thing if it isn't already. Rule breakers. I mean, who invent? There's not, everything's been invented there. I didn't invent anything there. Someone, I can't be the first person that just threw some like fruit and cinnamon and sugar into dough. Um, but I will say it is nice to be able to freeform bake, to just like I'm at the point where this one recipe that I usually make for flatbreads that I can turn into like a ton of different things. I don't even, I mean, I know what the measurements are, but I'm not weighing anything out. And I can just like look at it and modify it while I'm doing it to make it perfect. And that was kind of a goal of mine. Even though they always say that you can't do that when you're baking, it's like you can. You just have to do it often. Look at this one. Does anyone else's cat make them rearrange the furniture to watch their Lexi friend? My Tilly must be front row. Lexi rocks. Lexi. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. And then Woozy, who's a regular commenter, says, my cat is sitting on the pillow watching Lexi right now. I know Tilly is a great name for a cat. See this? Here's one Heike Rimes 2752, and then there's a different Heike. And I feel like I've chatted with both of them. There's another Pinky Quan, Paul Dack. Look at that picture of Bernie. He's so freaking cute. Gosh, 9 days ago. I am so bad at these. I need to. Que lindo ron. Sorry, que lindo ronroneo. You know, do you guys know what ronroneo is in Spanish? This is one of my favorite words. Roneo is purring. That in Spanish, purring is ronronero. Ronronero. Ronroneo. Ronroneo. Sorry, ronroneo. Purr. Ronroneo. I love that word. Muchas gracias, amiga. Kitty says and is one with the universe. I mean, that is a freaking killer comment. Well, it almost sounds like ronroneo. It's almost like Spanish onomatopoeia. It sounds ron. You know, it just kind of sounds like purring in a weird way. Lexi's a cosmic entity. She is. She's magic, man. Oh, and I don't know if you guys remember the white cat that was hanging out around the farm a little bit. The white cat with blue eyes. Apparently that cat's been showing up more and more. Oh wow, another Cyrillic one. So sweet, so cute, tired and sleeping. The squawky bird meow is so cute. I guess she kind of does have a squawky bird meow. Wow. What was that noise in the background? It almost sounds otherworldly. I don't know, man. Me and my neighbor Glenn were talking about it because he was wondering what was up with the white cat, and he thinks that cat just lives somewhere else and is well fed and loved, and just likes to visit. You still don't know all your Spanish numbers? Aren't you a Dominican lineage? Shouldn't you be knowing your Spanish a little better than that? Oh, the white cat with blue eyes? It is definitely not deaf. It's okay. I've got actually my wife's helping her friend who's Dominican, who doesn't know a single word of Spanish. She's helping her move right now, and she'll just look at her because my wife knows more Spanish than she does. After 60, 60, I mean, you just start adding 1, 2, 61, 62, 63, and then there's 70 and 80 and 90, and then use 10. 10 is 100, so 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I can count to like 12 and say hello, bonjour, comment allez-vous? That's about all I can do. I took a little bit of French in grade school. Yeah, German. Oof. Siento bien, Vicente, biente. So you're kind of saying 126. They say that for English speakers, the easiest language to learn is Norwegian because so many words just look English. Oh yeah, Mariah's mom. I forgot about her. I haven't seen her in a while. Wow, it's been 12 days since I need to. I'm always just busting ass to get these things out. Here's another one in a wild language. German. We were just talking German. So sub. So süß. So sweet. ¿Dónde está el baño? It's true. I mean, eventually that's all you're going to need to really truly ask someone is where can I go to the bathroom? Dave C, is great seeing you, man. Have a good one. Get ready for that storm. Buckle in, boss. "12 days ago? When did I?" My baby has lacto-free cheese and is basically everything. She won't eat her food unless it's laced with Arla. Do you think a cat would like vegan cheese? No. No, I don't. I've had some pretty good vegan cheese in my life too, but you you can't pull crap over on cats and dogs like that. They'll just look at it and be like, "What the hell? What even is this?" Gosh, I've been trying to get these comments done for over an hour. I can't believe I haven't responded to any of these. Okay, I think we're finally getting there. Oh, jeez. Sorry if I'm not focused. I'm just trying to blast through these. I mean, at 12, I almost feel like I'm rude for not responding. 12 days. I think that's it. And that's the guy that like gang stalked me one day. Whew. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. I think I deserve a piece of this. It's good. I kind of want to make a regular stromboli. Okay. All right. So I am doing a stromboli. It's just like take a pizza, don't use sauce. Take pizza toppings, don't use sauce. Make a big square. Put the toppings on 2/3 of it and just fold it over in thirds and pinch the ends. And then do little slices, tiny little slices along the ends of it, and you'll get And you bake it for like barely 15 minutes. And then, yeah, and then you dip it in that, dip it in sauce. You slice it like this, and dip it in the sauce. Oh, Pinky, can you not eat cheese? Are you lactose intolerant? That's a bummer. I literally think like 20% of my diet's cheese. I can't drink milk personally, though. That's the limit for me. I can't do it anymore. It's just too intense in my gut. Okay, so I got a dog episode today. I mean, I've liked milk. I just don't. I stopped drinking it so often because I couldn't drink it enough. It would always go bad. Oh, hey everybody! I don't have the mic turned on again. So we'll get rid of that. No intro. Oh, it's a Murray episode. That's a pretty good. That one wasn't too bad. Boy, this morning it was a mess getting them out of the gate. Murray flipped out. Miss Stacy there has to go in for some more blood work. He doesn't even know he has an. Oh, nope, there it is. Come on, buddy, you can get it. That dog is freaking hilarious. Yeah, we got to go get her in for more. Well, basically, what really messed things up is at Old Friends, their veterinarian just left. I don't know why, but they lost their one veterinarian, and so all the medication schedules and everything got put on hold until they could get a new vet in. So I had taken her in for a follow-up on her blood work, and then the veterinarian left, and then a few weeks went by. They got a new veterinarian in, and I brought her in, and she wasn't used to doing blood tests in-house or something. So then they sent her blood test out, but their blood test had already expired. And she's worried because there is some slightly elevated level in her kidneys of something. I forgot exactly what. And so now I've got to get her back in. Little Bernie had really, like, you'd probably see him in some of his videos. He's always just shaking his ears. He got a horrible yeast infection in both of his ears. And, we were trying to use this garbage from PetSmart. Wasn't doing anything to help him. And then we had a friend of ours who works in a vet clinic get us a bottle of this stuff, which honestly didn't do much. And so it was good. We finally got him in with the new vet, and we got him on this stuff and an antibiotic. So now his ear, he's a lot happier. I mean, it was almost nerve-wracking to him. He was scarring on the back of his ear from kicking his ear so much, and we're finally on top of that. So hopefully we can move forward on a lot of this stuff sooner than later. I mean, for a while I was like, hey guys, I am running out of every medication, and like the combination of medications on these 5 dogs is probably 15 different meds that they're all on total. Bernie's actually on most of them, but he's like, Bernie's 15. Elevated creatine and Stacy, I'm not sure. They said, and to be fair, the vet really wasn't too worried, just wanted to make sure before we put her back on chemo, because apparently the chemo is just going to be a lifetime thing at this point. What a good looking boy. I love Murray, man. He, after dealing with Bruce's dementia and how just kind of sad it made everything, like just having a big goofball like Murray with dementia really does make it a lot easier, and dare I say funner. And I think the farm's good for him. Oh, Mama came over. And Stacy's like, where's my treat? I will say this, I feel like Stacy's the often ignored member of the pack, but she is such a sweetheart. Thank you for, I appreciate you guys watching and helping me participate and enjoy them. I'm so in love with all these dogs. And yeah, like I was saying, like Stacy, even though I feel like if I had to like name which one was gonna go next, it would probably be poor Stacy, but she is such a sweetheart. And I've been cuddling with her a bunch and doing naps with her, and she's amazing. And she can't really do any wrong in my book. That's enough of that. Oh, what are you doing there, buddy? Yep, that's my sweet minivan, everyone. It's got a flat floor in the back, and it can transport 5 dogs like nothing. There's no back seats. Yeah, that was nothing. I wonder if horse is out in this one. There was one where the horse just ignored me. There was one day, this might be the one. The horse just was eating and just did not give a crap. Weird. My little wolf. God, that's a hell of a shot, man. Saphira always gives great like panorama shots. You just put her out in nature and she just makes it like 20 times more intense. And Stacy's most likely going to sneak off and go off to the barn. She likes to do that. Wow. These guys are being very dramatic today. It's really nice. Really playing up the camera. Mama on patrol, indeed. Oh my gosh, I'm moving around so much. Okay, there's that. Come on, girl, come get it. Cutie. All these dogs would have been, gosh, it would have just been dreams just to have any one of these dogs. You know, I'm just so blown away that I got all 5. I can only imagine what they were like when they were, oh, look at this guy. Here he comes. He saw people getting treats, and all of a sudden he gets. That's the other thing too. Murray's dementia is definitely based on treats. If he sees other dogs getting treats, there's 0 dementia. He is 100% dialed in. Yeah, I can get him to snap out of anything. If he sees a tree cut, or if I can reach into my right pocket. Ziki already blanked out a little bit. Then he saw the treat. Mr. Floppy Ears. That's him. There's Mama just waiting for everybody. They're still amazed that Mama just listens to everything I'd say over at the sanctuary. She was apparently a constant rebel. Let's see that again. That's it right there. And yeah, when I drive her there, when I take Mama off for appointments there, she freaking hates it there. Nice. It's nice to see them in a kind of a formation. Such good dogs. Yeah, she loves her farm freedom. But I'll to be honest, I've probably had at this point in my life 9 or 10 dogs, and She listens 99.5% of the time. I can call her and she will just come cruising. The only time is like actually it's right about here because up I don't know if you can see my mouse at all moving, but up in that area, deer like to hang out, and if she sees deer, she won't listen for a little bit, and she'll go running off. Not like it's more like she's interested in it. I don't think she's trying to hunt it, but you can definitely tell like she understands her limits as an older dog, but as a pup, you could tell like she would have just taken off into the woods and disappeared for 2 hours. You know what I mean? Thinking like she's gonna start stealing, like just taking down deer. It's funny. My old dog, Good Girl, used to take off into the woods and do that, and she would literally come back with like carcasses. She came back with a spine once, some deer spine. I don't know how she got some. Obviously, some animal died in the woods long ago, and she ends up with the spine and comes back and thinks she's going to bring it into the house. Yeah, I think I have a picture of it up on Instagram too, years ago. See, I think Murray's already getting distracted. There's some big dump truck in the background. Got to get rid of that. Oh, we all got them. Carnal. Are you talking about the word carnal? Because mi carnal means my bro in Mexican. Oh, carnal. I got you. Yes. Yeah, dude, it was crazy. Let's see. I'm looking for it. Of course, Instagram is slow as hell. Oh, seeing old dogs. Oh my lord. Chat amongst yourselves. I think I have to go back quite a ways on this one. All right, where? Oh, Oscar. Oh, jeez. Instagram will break your heart if you let it. Oh, shit. Sorry. Hey, little buddy. Sorry. Bernie just weirded me out. Huh, I missed it. My bad. Maybe I didn't post it on Instagram. Oh, Miss Violet, you're so cute. Yeah. Oh, well. I thought I had a picture of my dog with a walking up, coming back home with a spine in her mouth, and I couldn't find it. I think I put it up on Facebook, and good lord, I don't even want to go near that. So sorry about that. It's a hilarious picture because it's just my dog, my old dog, Good Girl, and she's walking away. And take care, Pinky. I hope you feel better. Yeah, I think this is. Yeah, I just don't even want to. Freaking, I hate Facebook so much. Actually, I'm kind of down on all Meta products, to tell you the truth. Well, I don't, it said there was only one viewer, so I granny. Facebook is dumb, man. And personally, I think it used to have a two now. It's probably just you and Pink. That's cool, Pinky. Thanks, I appreciate it. Facebook used to have a downvote, and I think that's when Facebook started to stink. Is when they only had upvotes, and then like a year later, they give all these stupid reactions that can be viewed anyway, like angry or whatever it is. And I think once that happened, once you couldn't bring negativity onto Facebook and just downvote garbage, that's when like just stupid, dumb political crap started to flourish. And it wasn't too. Yeah, I mean, Marketplace is great. That's about it. Other than that, like the people I know that still use Facebook with any regularity, I just don't even want to talk to, at least in my circle. Yeah, you can see the horse just ignores me this day. Grandma with the alien sightings. Like, let's put it this way. I don't think the MAGA movement would have gotten as big as it did if there was a downvote on Facebook. Because in my opinion, it just lets disinformation reign supreme. That's why, like, the only real social media thing that I do enjoy at this point is like browsing Instagram a little bit. TikTok's okay. I don't really go on it enough or care. And like Reddit. And I only like Reddit because it has a downvote. You know, garbage gets buried when it gets downvoted. You know, you can still have good quality alien conspiracies and stuff like that. It's just the second they start tying it into, like, you know, the conservative movements when I got a problem. Oh, Twitter, garbage. I have been checking out Blue Sky a little bit, but Blue Sky is just not super cool. I mean, it's cool. It's just there's not enough content on it for me to care. And Happy Old Dog and Cat Farm is on Blue Sky, but it's just like, oh, okay. Yeah, Reddit is fun and informative. I get a ton of practical stuff. Dude, MySpace was so much better than Facebook. And I tell that to like my nieces and nephews, and they just don't even believe me. And I'm like, no, it was very cool. It was so much better. And then I remember when Facebook came out, I was like, this is like a crappier version of MySpace. What's the big deal? Hey, Heike. What's up, dude? Honestly, I think they like MySpace, like Friendster, I think tried to like take over for MySpace. And then that they sold MySpace, they sold it to Fox. And MySpace is still there. Yeah, like, dude, I think I met my first wife on MySpace. And you could like design your profile, and like everyone was learning it like taught you how to do HTML coding and stuff. There was bands, and like they could put up their own freaking material and host it themselves. And then, yeah, I bet. And then I remember like Friendster came along, and Friendster was kind of more like Facebook, but just more boring. And then Facebook came out, and it was like a boring version of Friendster. And the only reason people gave a crap about it is because it was like being developed at Harvard. You know, it came out of the East Coast pseudo intellectual nightmare sphere. But yeah, what we're seeing right here, what I'm editing, the horse just ignored me. Didn't want anything to do with me. Even though I had an apple and a carrot in my pocket. Like, the horse had no reason to be pissed at me either. I did nothing to that horse. wait, does it come over? There was one day it just was like, screw you, dude. Yeah, look at this. I was, yeah, dissed.
Dissed by a horse. I'd rather have that fresh hay than a piece of apple and some carrots.
I was blown away. I was like, what did I do to this horse? I feed that thing daily. Turns his back to me.
How much we can do, guys.
Happy Sunday, Heike. How is Finland? I need to clip out dissed by a horse.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Negative 15C. Ooh. It sounds like some old Minnesota winter, that weather for me. No, thank you. Yeah, I guess she's camera shy. It's just really weird. I mean, have you ever seen a horse turn down an apple? Here comes Murray for his big entrance. Jesus. Hot cup of tea indeed. You deserve it, boss. Take care, Pinky, and hope you feel better soon. Thanks for hanging out. Mama. So, Heike, did you do anything cool last week? Any big plans for your Sunday? Just staying in, staying warm? You're gonna go ice fishing or something like that, or go jump in like a big water? Go do some polar bearing? Come on, give me a shot. There's Murray losing the script again. He is a kangaroo. Nice, watching a movie. That's a good plan. Oh, I know. I'm definitely going to take a nap. Sure, I get Lexi out for her walk. Hopefully, it's warmed up a little bit. Oh, got a nice formation. Yeah, so like, see right there, that's a little one of the streams on the farm, and right now that area, there's 5 feet of water there. It's 5 feet wide, and it flows like a little stream now. That's how much rain we've gotten. Yeah, Lexi's pretty good out in the wet. We'll see. It might be a little too cold. It seems like 30 degrees is about her limit for wanting to come out. Look at Murray blanking out again. No, I don't. I don't have rainbow. Oh, wow. Here he comes. My gutter situation is pretty pathetic right now. I have to put up new gutters. It's almost embarrassing how bad my gutter situation is. Oh man. I don't know what it is. He's literally one of the funniest dogs I've ever had to be around. I even asked at the Bernie's old caretaker when I was at the sanctuary, was on break and came in to see Bernie, and she was saying, it's like, I'm so glad you have Bernie and Murray because they were such good pals. And I asked her, I'm like, have you ever seen a dog run like Murray ever? I mean, is that his dementia, or is that the way he runs? Is he just unique in that sense? And because it's like he does it when he's happy. See, he gets happy and he starts doing it, and it's like, is that just his brain like losing track on how to do that? Like, what is it? And she didn't have an answer. Oh, there's a good shot. I love Stacy. She's the unsung hero in the group, but she's such a cute, pretty sweetheart. Poor guy. They don't know. They don't know. I mean, they get these dogs, and there's usually not a lot of background on them. I think it's his dementia. It's like just a lovely byproduct of dementia. That's about it. Saphira with her head down, always ready to stalk some prey. I mean,
Oh. Oh. Come on, treat. Come on, treat.
yeah, I don't know. The thing is you can kind of see him go like half canter, like any other dog, and then, but then you always see his face light up too, like he's super happy. And oh, is it conditioning? Is it brain malfunction? Is it dementia, or is it cerebral hypoplasia? I just don't. Whoa, what was that, buddy? That was kind of cute. Bernie, another another dog at just maximum cuteness all the time. just don't know. This donkey's about to get the treat of its life. After horse ignored me, I just had a full pocket. Oh. Yeah, but I mean, who's going to teach that to a dog? Oh, Mary didn't bite me that time. Yeah, the rooster. Gotta love those roosters. I don't know if you saw the one from 2 days ago, but Murray fell in the stream. And that was pretty shocking. I turn around, he's in that stream. I can only imagine if he fell in it now, that stream is where he fell in is 4 feet deep now. Rooster is a morning clock. Honestly, though, I'm lucky. I don't hear that thing in the morning. Whoa, Murray fell down, fell over.
Okay, buddy.
He's such a good boy. Yeah, that's the one. He just, I didn't catch it on camera, him actually falling in, but he was all of a sudden just like looking a little too close, and then bam, he was in. He fell in. But then he started to actually get kind of worried. He was you can kind of sense like he was not happy about it. And then I got him out, and he was leaping around. It's pretty funny. Ugh, I hate it when it does that. Oh, thanks. Oh, geez. Someone's driving by on their chain with their giant Those things are so loud. Hey, whatever you can do, I appreciate, Granny. You don't have to watch every day. No harm, no foul. This is just a little farm vlog with dogs and cats on it. And yeah, I don't have expectations for people, even my top fans, to watch every day. Okay, fair enough. I just assume everyone's got insanely busy lives, and I don't want to guilt trip anybody, I guess is what I'm saying, but I appreciate it. Oh, congratulations. That's fantastic. Second grandchild. Wow. Is it the greatest thing ever? I always hear people saying being a grandparent's the greatest thing ever. Oh, wow. I hope my rosemary makes it through the winter. I did everything. It's fun. That's cool. Yeah, you can see my gutter issues right there. There's one gutter problem that I have. It's fun. I've never heard someone just say it's fun. I've always hear people be like, "Oh, it's the epic of existence," and it puts everything into perspective. And there's always these very intense philosophical answers to that. When I've asked people, is being a grandparent the best thing ever? And you're the first to say it's fun. That's kind of cool. Well, that's lovely. I hope everything goes really well and there's no problems and it's just perfect. You're welcome. It's I just have no basis for comparison. It's Are you asking me that? Yes, hiking. Yeah, we had rain from Friday at noon straight through till this morning. And it's almost like flooded around here. I've got a lot of my underground streams are very much above ground now. We even had a little bit of snow this morning too. Memphis Rolling Fork and all around. Yeah. Well, I know that that storm it's going to turn into a hell of a winter snowstorm for the Northeast. You could see it heading north and just turning from rain to ice, from rain to snow, I mean. Hilarious dog. Trees will come down at 40 miles an hour. Is all it takes for trees to come down for you? Wow. Wow, is that? Sometimes all we need is the perfect combination of like snow and then like rain to turn everything on the trees into ice. And then we start getting stuff coming down without even the wind. It'll just start all that extra weight. Dude, what happened, Murray? I think that's a good spot to end that. Oh, I guess the ground gets all extra wet. That makes sense. Luckily, we have been okay with that. It's just when up in these hills and hollers, when it floods, it gets really it can get pretty dangerous, and the level of water that we've got in areas is pretty rough. Like, the main road out of here follows right along a creek, and if that creek gets too high, it'll be bad. You had 80 miles an hour in Finland, or is that? I woke up to the sound of thunder that I swore at like 3 in the morning was a tornado, because we were even getting tornado warnings. And all I could think was just like, what would suck more than a tornado when it's like 20 degrees out? That would be it. But yeah, 80. Oof. Sounds like Finland is a lot like Minneapolis, where I used to live. It's the only place I've ever had snot freeze in my nose. No, in Tennessee, Mississippi. Yeah, I was feeling some serious gusts last night. And there's a thunder that woke me up at like 3 in the morning, where, there's thunder, then there's like this weird whirring thunder, like it has this whirring sound. And that concerned me. Like, I woke up for a little bit and thought about it, and then went back to bed. Fell back asleep. I guess so. I mean, the one thing we haven't had, like, so where I'm at, it's like we usually get like 2 weeks of really cold weather, and what I mean by cold is like 10 miles an hour, or for Tennessee anyway, is 0 to 10. Like, at most you'll get up to 30 during the day. There's a little Bernie all asleep, looking cute at my feet. And we just haven't had that this year. The coldest it's gotten is down to 20. And it's usually sometime in February, if not late January. Excuse me. And we just haven't had that yet. And so I'm still kind of waiting for it to occur. We all are. But from what I'm used to growing up with, I don't consider it crazy. I just consider it cold. I think, gosh, was it last year we got like 10 inches of snow in like 2 days? That was really weird. I think I remember shooting some video out there, and all the dogs got their paws impacted with snow and couldn't really walk around very much, if I'm remembering that correctly. But our weather's not nearly as rough as I'm sure it is in PA, where Granny's at. Pennsylvania gets cold as crap. Plus, you got the ocean effect too. The dogs are awesome in storms. None of this pack has any real problems. I will say that Mama tends to get a little excited, but nothing that I would really call like really worry about. She just wants to know where I am. It's colder out in Western PA in the mountains. Oh, I bet. But it's not like you've got like Nashville weather, or do you? I mean, I've only been to Pennsylvania in the summertime, so I don't really have a good basis for what the weather's really like. I just know that friends of mine that like went to school there, and then another good friend of mine said it was always cold, and it was like cold winters. It seemed like it was longer winters than what we had. That's for sure. Sorry, I'm just messing with some clips here. And I'm probably going to log off here in a few minutes. We finally have 4 people. Oh, it's been colder than like the last 10 years. It's been a little colder, huh? Well, it makes sense. Hell did freeze over when Trump got elected for a second time for some reason. Yes, I'll make that. I'll make a political statement on the Happy Old Dog and Cat Farm blog. All right. Well, hey to the 3 of you out there. Thanks for hanging out. Granny, it was great touching base with you, and Heike. I'll give everyone a kiss from Granny Paula, and it was great touching base with everyone again. I'll try to do this more often. Right now, I'm doing my best to just keep these pumping out every day because I am back on set occasionally here for the next couple of weeks. But I will do my best, and love you all, and have a great week.